Welcome back. Keep your questions and comments coming in. Our landline numbers are 325-3339 or 325-0084. You can also text us, Digicel 7958-6658 or B-Mobile 7565-0703, or post your questions and comments on our Facebook page, NBC News PNG. Secretary, we've got a question here from a viewer. What are the advantages and disadvantages of inducting women into politics prior to the general elections?
Okay, thank you. Thank you to whoever asked that question. Well, there's more advantages than disadvantages, I would assume, because if someone is inducted before getting into Parliament, they would quickly focus more on delivery of services than getting bogged down on trying to understand the whole system. And so that would be an advantage for them. And if there's any disadvantages to that, I don't think so, unless they decide during the induction that this is not their place. You know, they won't stand for election, and so they just decide not to stand. Yeah.
Another text from one of our audience. Here it goes. Good night, panel. Biblically, women are supposed to manage the home, and I think that's their rightful place. A man should be a leader and not the woman. We need to take our own rightful place to build a strong nation. If a woman also wants to be in a man's position, then there might be confusion and crisis because it's not the order God intended. We are a Christian nation and we must follow the Bible. Thank you. Opeyanda, thank you for your contribution to the program. Secretary Solomon, would you care to comment on this comment on Yande?
Thank you for that. That's a very important question for us tonight, and I guess this is one of the reasons we've had a lot of confrontation with the global influence of messages coming in on gender equality and so forth. So I would like to make this comment before I get to the answer. I do agree that the Bible, there's a lot of references in the Bible where women should submit to their husbands, and that's been very confronting with international messages on gender equality. Not only the Bible, but also culture, where we have our definition of respect, different definitions.
A direct contrast.
Exactly. And so this have been very confronting to the international, the global, the UN agenda. And so your comment is biblically how a lot of us have been brought up, but as equal partners in development, that's where we look at male and female, mothers or sisters or daughters more as equal partners in development than stepping over their husbands or stepping over their brothers or their fathers. So that's more the angle that we are trying to take a bold stand on, and I would like to encourage a lot of our Papua New Guineans. If this has been confronting for a while, so the department is also holding the first inaugural men's forum where men come in and discuss many of these issues. It must not be just a women's issue and a women's agenda, whether it be women in leadership or women economic empowerment or addressing gender-based violence or women's health or women's education for that matter. So we're looking at it more on a holistic approach.
Okay. Secretary Solomon, the former minister, Dame Carol Kidu, the author of the Equality and Participation Bill, she's left. There's a new minister, another female. How much of that support of the Equality and Participation Bill still remains within the department?
Okay, we have it's still there, except the question our current minister and I keep raising is it still valid, or are there other temporary measures that we can put forward. Why do we say this? Were there proper definitions surrounding that approach that was proposed, the 22 reserve seat? In reality, the budget was almost as equal to the election that are currently being run, because you're looking at almost 2 elections, for the reserve seat as well. So there are really realities there that were overlooked. And so the discussion is still there, but we asked for, last year or the year before, we had the Pacific Island Temporary Measures meeting here, where all the other countries shared with us the approach they have taken. So one of which we tried through the political party system, where you have 10% women. And we also heard from other provincial Pacific Island countries like Vanuatu, where they couldn't do it at the national level, so they started at the local level government. And those are some approaches we can take. And I'd like to also mention, in 2013 we did a media campaign for the local level government election, and that went very well. We had a lot of women get into parliament, and what we ended up with after the training is a handbook that simply told them their role as a leader in the provincial assembly. That also told them, asked them how much they were going into this campaign with. If it's 5,000, where were you spending it? On your campaign posters, or on your campaign managers and the workers, or how were you budgeting? I'm now looking forward to having a national strategy following on from that local level government approach that was taken, because we had more women get in.
Okay. The practice parliament, there were several. What has been the success? What has been its success over the years? It has been carrying on. I know were there other female members who have gone through the induction program managed to put a mark, even if it doesn't mean getting elected, but faring well in elections.
Yeah, we had, this is the second one. So the first one we had 3 women get elected, but only one of them, member for Ley, was part of the part of the practice parliament. And I don't think we followed through very well. And so with this practice parliament, we'd like to see that whoever gets elected, let's work with them. Not only those that attend this practice parliament, but also from outside. If women get elected, we should work with them to see how they are providing service to their electorate. How can we promote their leadership as women? Because that's the way we can get more women elected into parliament.
We'll be back with more Elections 2017 after this break.